Hello everyone, my name is Runi and welcome to Lumi Slayer. So, we're going to be covering a map of VCT Americas that happened recently, which is Leviathan versus C9. Now, first off, what we have to get out of the way is that Leviathan's comp is a bit odd because the Omen, the Viper, and the KO are decently normal in this map, but the Sage and the Raze are interesting. I think it gives us some flexible options and really good, slowdown abilities, especially with Raze Nade and, Sage slows, but it doesn't give you too much information or eco management because that's what Jet does. Jet gives you a bunch of gives you better eco due to Jet knives, and KJ gives you a lot more info than Sage. So it's very interesting how this map played out, honestly, because I watched most of it, and yeah, let's let's start with round one. A fairly standard buy. Maybe the Soba Sheriff isn't too standard, but other than that, I think it's pretty normal, I would say. So the Viper Wall first round is thrown across mid and cuts off this little area that I don't know the name of, which makes it look like it's going for some sort of A split here, which is why Zeppa knifes this for info. It gets nothing. So now they're going for a rotate towards A, which is, I would say, it's a good timing because now you can see Zeppa's rotating towards B, and it's if they play correctly. But yeah, in the end, if uh if Cloud9 read the Viper wall correctly, they will know that they are going to be headed towards A. And it is a solid knife. I think it scans like 4. And this is what the cager is good for because now it has info as well. Decent spray down, gets some damage. Nothing special. And so what it looks like here is that they Vanity comes over quickly, and Zeppa has a flash lineup. So what they do here is they set up for a quick retake where they have all 5 group members stacked up. And what they're gonna do here is they're gonna Omen Blind and KO Flash over this wall, and then they're just gonna dip out into sight, and they should win the round. Uh, Unless the Omen's playing anti-flash or something, which he's not. So the trades come through, and it is 2-for-1 in Lev's favor. I will give props to Vanity though, because that was a good counter flash. That's that's all I got right there. So now Leviathan have a solid advantage state. And yeah, just solid trades all around from Leviathan. I didn't see any bigs fumble here at all. One thing that I would have preferred to see though is King had a great counter flash, but from Cloud9, I definitely think we could have done some TP play or something with a maybe I don't know. It matters how much cooldown the dart had, but it was just solidly played from Leviathan and they hit more shots, which is basically how pistol rounds devolve. So they throw the same wall, but KJ goes set up B and has a drone posted for main presence just to see what they got. Now this Sova pushing up here I dislike a lot, and that is why. Because if you're stacking a site, stack the actual site, you know? Because since Runi didn't do that, now there's even though they are stuck in a 4v5 against real guns, Oxy got a pick, and then it would be a 4v5, you know? I mean a 5v4. So this is just an eco. which is okay, obviously. I don't know if we're gonna see any crazy strategies in this round. This is a decent flank from Calm, but I'm gonna be honest, Calm did not play the best this series in general. I may voice some of my VCT opinions later, because you know, those are always fun. Also, Potter may be the greatest coach of all time. After seeing everyone's individual performances, it's crazy. Oh, I thought this said winning streak. No, it says losing streak. And they're still on the losing streak somehow. So in round 3, they throw the same wall. KJ's set up towards B with the double mollies that usually is better if they have someone on B site. But it's a very standard KJ setup. Usually, what interesting. Okay. The thing is, this is alright. Moose is hella isolated. He needs a pick here that he did not receive. So now you're stuck in a 4v5 or 3v5 retake. Did Oxy? Oxy tossed somewhere, I guess. I guess that's what I get for skipping around. Yeah, now that you're in a now that you are in a 3v5 retake, it is better to just play for picks, especially if you don't have a real gun, you know? So what Vanity does here is quite solid, just holding this line. Maybe even better, he would die to Spike. But I think he gets punished here. Oh, he got one. Nice. So you're just saving you're saving 2 guns this round, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's bad because it's your bonus and you should have won it, but you know, you saved a few guns. That's all you really need. So I want to see more. Okay, this is interesting now. I lied. So they have 3 people on B with the KJ, which is an interesting decision. An interesting decision to me personally, at least. But C9 Oxy is just going out for a quick one tap. He hits it. Yeah. So okay. Here's something that they could have played better, for me personally at least. So what they do is they come towards A, and I think they are using the wrong lurker. Because I think they should be using Xeno here. I think they should give Calm the bomb, and they should have him group with the rest of the team while Mazzino is holding here. Because since he is playing KO, he has more utility to like throw a knife. But I also get how they want to be secretive about it, but their lack of information just costs them. It's just a solid play from C9. And they're actually playing this 4v5 pretty well so far. So, looks like Tex is going to do a wall here, which okay. Even if he did it, I wouldn't hate it. But I don't think that scanned him. No. Zepp is low on info. So that was an easy trade. And Oxy got a second in main. So even the guy doing main and here gives some mixed info. But now that you hear the Sage Wall, oh, that's a great blind from Zeppa. Zeppa's really stepping up so far, at least from what I see. But yeah, now he's just in hell, and Mazzino's in a 1v2. Runi does not go for the spam. He could be low on bullets, I don't know. But currently, it's not looking great for him. He interesting. I don't know if Runi misplayed that or not. I would say it's risky, but he they still got the clutch, which is very interesting for Moose and Runi because this is their first game, and then you beat what is supposed to be like the first or second seed. Maybe not at this point, but like has all that star power, you know, and then you just beat them. I think it's very good for their careers, at least. Well, it's a good start, you know. It's better than like C9EA. So they are doing the same setup where, and they get Vanity into an advanced position here. It's very interesting. So we're, in this video at least, we're gonna be focusing on Runi and Moose's performances specifically. Just because not only is this like, how did C9 beat Lev? It's also like, why did they sign Moose and Runi over Jake and Whippy? My soul. And so far, I can see why. Dang, that's a crazy lineup from Com. So this is why I dislike that wall. It's good for risks, okay? I'm gonna say that. Okay, this wall is decent if you are down numbers, you know? But this is also like swinging top mid. It's a risk, but it's fine if you need to take that risk. But like he gets blinded by his own teammate, and it's just like you just die. But Aspas does the Aspas thing and gets like 2. And now it's Moose in a 1v4. Doesn't get anything from it, that's alright. Vanity has a judge. We can kill this guy maybe. I don't think he even gets the kill on Aspas. Nope. He does, eventually. Cool. So, now they take a timeout. I think this is a smart timeout. And they're on eco. So it looks like Moose has his basic his basic turret setup, but he did buy the rest of his util, which is interesting. So Vanity just gets fucked. Not much more I can say about that. And I mean, I don't think they eco them. They're currently just pushing for mid presence towards A, which is where they are stacked. And this is where it gets interesting. So, uh, that's unlucky as hell. And Oxy is just the goat. Oxy's been playing really well for C9. Like, his efforts are null and void, basically, until here, because, you know, he was on C9. But, like, he tries. So that was just Nico, no one really cares. They didn't employ any crazy strategy that would win them the round. So it looks like Rooney's just going for basics, you know? Hitting the right shock darts. He could be just nervous because it's his first game on C9 against a quote unquote top 2, top 3-ish team. So let's see how Moose is playing. So he has a new setup this time where it's a passive setup towards I would say B personally, but people would call towards A since he's playing on A side. He has the thing, both things holding both mid, and then the classic, what's it called? The classic mollies. So Moose is playing under in hell, and he just swings and gets one. It's not great, but it's not the worst either. Since his post plan, his utility is now useless, and they get the res. It would work on any other day against any other team that's not playing a Sage. So nice try to him, at least. I don't think they can retake this. Now it's a 5v4. They think they're just gonna decide to save all their weapons. Which I've noticed C9 does a lot. Like, they have so many saves. Which is not weird, I would just use the word interesting again. Because, like, I know it's an op and that's important, but if you're, like, in a 3v5, they just save. Like, I think they've had 2 saves already in the 7 rounds that they've played. Vanity goes for a lurk here. And you have Runi playing mid. Moose has another setup. This is, I'm guessing his turret's, yeah, his turret's on top of Oxy. But he's saving a molly. So, that was a good knife by Zeppa, and it forces the rotate. Now, that's their first bit of info, but now they need second info. Because now, that info's hella outdated, you know? And this is why KJ's better than Sage on this map. Not even this lockdown. Good lockdown timing, by the way. Because they cannot get in fast enough. Contrary to popular belief. Moose wins the fight with Aspas. 2 people detained. Moose knows that's the last 2 people, so he just runs in. Gets 1. I think he gets the other 2. Yeah. Extremely well played by Moose. He played for that passive info that KJ gets, and also just fried. Great timing on the ult. I mean, as you can see, like, the ult, like, stopped them in their tracks. If he lost the fight with Aspas, though, probably wouldn't have gotten the same. But not minding that. So... God. They're playing a mid setup. And let's see this dart from Runi. It wasn't shown, but the dart got a scan off. At least. That's why they signed you, baby. Yep, you got ass fast. Can't do much about that. Okay, let's get into some controversial hot takes while my viewer attention's gone. Aspas is not a top 3 race currently. Yeah, I don't think he is. Well, maybe. Because I think, Zekken, definitely. And Jing. And, maybe you can bring up third, actually. Trying to think of what other teams there are. And, like, maybe Kesnet? Kesnet's pretty good on race. Okay, I don't want to see him, like... Okay. So, this is the thing that's wrong with Leviathan right now. As you can see, Moose has a great setup where he's playing for info, and he has a little small microwave setup towards door. Rooney's playing for his lineup. And everything's working out beautifully, you know? They're doing a mid split, but King catches the timing somehow. But look where Calm is. It was. Ooh. Oh, what's that? One sec. Rooney just wins this 1v1, which is interesting. I'm gonna guess King had another TP. If he didn't, my bad. But hey, this is why they signed Rooney and Moose, dude. Look at them fry the teams. Jesus Christ. That was. It was well played by them, though. Moose had a good setup towards there. That gave him a lot of info. But, let me pull up some teams real quick to see if I'm missing anyone. Who plays for G2? Icy? I don't think he's proved himself just yet. Asuna? No. Like, not Jajima. Let me look for Rays players real quick. Well, while they're doing this, they're just doing an A push, which they know. And so let's off the first volley early. And they still have the turret for info. Vanity decides to run in. Okay. Event series. God damn it. VLR is so slow. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Little thing that I noticed that I'm not gonna say it won them this round, but it helped a bit, is look at Rooney's dart timing here. Like he rips a lineup from here, and like Aspas is in, dart lands. Like literally the second he gets in, the dart lands. It's crazy. I mean, it doesn't win them the round. Obviously, Zeppa clicking 3 helps a bit. But I'm just saying, like, it's nice, you know? Let me go to VLR. Let me pull up a VLR on my side monitor because it's not working on my phone. So, continuing. So now King's just in like a 1v4. No one really cares. Let's back up a bit. Yeah, like, see, Zeppa just taps 3, which is nice. It's very nice when your player can do that, you know? Okay, so some characters we got in contention are Martine. Oh, it's Texture. Yeah, Zekin, then Jing, then Texture. And Jing's a legacy vote, but I still think he can live up to his potential here. So they are doing a full B hit right now, which Runi doesn't get damage. I think he just angled it incorrectly, which is okay. But Oxy's deciding to fight this, and then you know, happy he's not. But like, yeah, like I don't know why Tex kept doing this wall, because he just got one tapped over and over. And then after this, it's just like you're in a 3v5. It would really be nice if you had a Sage, and Zeppa just cleans it up. And then there's halftime for you. So they go for same buys, all of that. I'm very now this is where the Sage shines though, because like using an orb there is so bad though. Okay. Sage should shine here at least. But yeah, I don't know. Techs kind of looked, I wouldn't say bad this map, but I don't think they look good either. I need to keep the VLR up on my side monitor at this point. Cause like he didn't look bad, but I don't think he played too well, honestly, in this map specifically. Let me check his KD real quick. I mean 22, 22, 13, sure. Let me see how many. He's played it one time. He's played it 13 times, which I guess isn't too bad. But he didn't play it too well. So, Lev get Oxy after just a solid push, which is nice. Then Runi gets picked off in mid, I think. I think it was just a shot mid. Then Mazzino gets another, and then he gets another. Flawless. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I just think the mid rounding was a bit off. They went for this like mid hit, but they also didn't place a smoke, I think, for some reason. I don't know. So they're just fiending for A control right now. And that's that's an interesting nade, I guess. So that's where the Sage Ball goes, which doesn't get too much value. It lets Aspas lurk up, but then he just gets punished hard. And still, it's an eco round, so you can't really do too much, you know. Zeppa getting blind sprayed there's rough. Even if he didn't get blind sprayed though, I guess he could have technically gotten one, but it was looking unlikely. I didn't like that position too much. They decided to go for a drop down play, which is okay. Okay. So they decided to go for a drop down play where they put a smoke right here so that they can go into the smoke and then drop down on the people playing under without getting peeked from main, which is where Runi is. It just didn't work out. Oxy hits a decent shot, and Runi hits a dart here, which deters these guys from walking out to trade. So now they're stuck in a 3v3. King just, and then Runi just hits two beautiful shots. It's a good thrifty round. I don't think it had anything strategically too insane. Did I miss this entire round? Let me see if anything crazy happens. It's moves on the lurk with an Odin. But to me this just looks like a decent A take. Yep. Standard good ol' A take. Then this is one of those things where just no one peeks. So Mazzino gets one, which is nice. Yeah, I mean they kind of toss this. I don't know if Jesus Christ. Yeah, it was a decently well played round by Lev where they just sat there and they played for their what's it called? It's not their outs, is it? It's like they just played for their exits, that's what it is. And they played that well. That's what I can say. They played it well enough. So now it gets interesting. Because now that everyone's on a bye round, the thing is, what I've noticed wrong with Leviathan's whole thing is that they're just like not like the talent's there, obviously, and they do win rounds when Aspas goes and kills everyone. But When Last of Us doesn't do that? How do I explain this? I can't really say it is like 2021 Sentinels. Or maybe it's even earlier. You know, like the Dapper Zoms, Shazam, Sick, Tens, that whole group. Because I can't say it's like that. Because, it was just Tens. Genuinely just Tens carrying. But it is that sort of esque where it's like some quote unquote superstar teams and they just have issues. Also, there may be a communication barrier. I don't know. I don't know. There could be. But looks like currently Oxy's playing up with 1 HP, which isn't bad. It's just looking for a one and done. I would just kill this guy. Okay. Of course, he's Oxy, so he gets two. But, yeah. Jesus Christ. Even though Moose died and got kind of shit on, uh, he still had a good lurk. He still got a guy lagging behind. Like, it just looks like Moose is solid, and Rooney's good on Sova, from like what I've seen. I'll give another hot take right now. Tens is the best support player in the league. What a replay. Not even in the league, in the world. His he wasn't hitting too many shots today, but his so now they get out Leviathan's pause. But like his util against 100 Thieves, which happened today, was crazy. More assists than any of his teammates had deaths. That is an unheard of stat line. So now it's 8-8. And Leviathan have the timeout advantage. Where even though they are on pistols, usually someone gets something. Like running, Vanity didn't play too well this game. I'm gonna be honest. Like, sure, he tried his best, but he did not play too well this game. And Calm with a Bucky. He's not. Look at him. Okay. This is gonna be a bad example because he gets like, I'm pretty sure 2 or 3 something. But like, he only goes for rat plays, which is alright. Rat plays are fine. I'm not mad like, oh, this guy's ratting. It's part of the game. Sadly. But it's part of the game. We all know this at this point. Ratting's not like the deadly thing here. Also, this ult from Runi was let me see. I'm not gonna say it's Rooney's fault entirely. I think Vanity should have been holding that. And he wasn't. So I'm gonna say it's Vanity's fault there. But I'm gonna be honest, this whole eco round shebang. Yeah. Was it an eco? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an eco. And that was way too close. They saved one gun from an eco round. Which is difficult. It's rough. Anyways, to continue. Like I don't think Calm just works on this team, I'm gonna be honest. Cause you need hyper flex Viper players. Like Les. Les is a great example. Les is so good. I hate it. But he's so good. Sorry, let me pull up Viper stats real quick. Like Les is crazy. And John QT. John QT is also crazy. Munchkin. Mind Freak. Any of these any of these names come to mind? Like, these guys are crazy. But, you know, Charon, even though it's not his main character. Mako? Like, there's a bunch of guys that play Viper extremely well. And I'm not gonna take it away from anyone. But I'm just saying that, like, Calm, he's just not up there with everyone else currently. Obviously, it's not his main character. I can check his stats real quick to see if he sticks to Sentinels. But let me go back in time real quick. So Moose is honestly pretty good with the Odin. I wouldn't say he's a genius with it or anything. I know I keep bringing up Sentinels players, but I love Sentinels and I watch all their games, so I just have a bigger view. Like, I have more information on how Sentinels play and all of their little things. But Moose is a solid Odin player. I'm not gonna take it away from him. Let me look up Calm's character pool real quick. It's looking like he's currently playing Sova Sky with this Viper game. And maybe he should stop playing Viper after this Viper game. Gonna be honest. So, Moose played very well, too. Now we're gonna... I don't want to skip over a round. I do want to skip over a round, but I don't. So, Leviaton's on an eco. This is where it gets serious. If it's a... They look like they're playing towards B to start the round, but the two C9 are looking like going towards B. But the two lurks indicate an A split, which is kind of what Leviathan are set up for. Tex has one slow, and he's not using it at the beginning of the round, which is nice. So Zeppa flashes in, decent slow orb. I think it was a bit early, personally, because yeah, now that all their players are here, they just got a good timing. So C9 make it in, and it's a 5v5 retake. This is when it gets scary, because if you can't get any early picks, which are crucial in ecos, now we just have to hold down the sights. Playing 2 under is usually... Okay, look at this. Vanity has a good flank right now. Vanity's on a crazy flank. Like, they do not expect it. No one's turned around. He's running up. No one hears him for some reason. Great flank from Vanity. And this is the thing with Lev. It's kind of like teams like Sentinels and Gen G and PRX and... I'm trying to think of other teams. Not Fnatic. What other teams are there? Fuck, maybe Carmine Corps? Where they just have a bunch of superstars, so when they're shooting, people die. But now, Leviathan need to win this round, basically. It's the most important round in this game, I would say. Because OT rounds are always equally important, but this one's even bigger. Because they have to win this round and then the round after. And maybe one more to break their ego. But what it's looking like is something's wrong. They are pushing into 3, which is okay, usually. Decent slow by Tex. It looks like Oxy's misplaying it right now. Yeah. Oxy misplayed it slightly and should have just backed up instead of trying to take those ones. And the lurk is too little, and he gets 2. Sadly, not luckily. I mean, luckily for the other guy, he's won. He does not get anything. He has a dark dart and shock. The shock dart would actually kill him, I think. I don't remember the Sova nerfs. I don't think it would now, actually. I think it does like 60. He just lost the 1v1, which is okay. He still had a really good lurk timing. I would say it was slightly late, but the guys just didn't react in time. So now this is interesting. I can look at this. So they decided to throw a knife lineup for info and a Viper's ult in B, which is very interesting. I like Tex's positioning here, and he leaves. Okay, I like Tex's positioning here, especially now that he's walling off A, because it forces them to come mid, which they are set up for, because they have this guy watching and this guy watching, and it forces them to come mid. So Moose doing, I would say, a very sensible thing of just trying to get some info or push or control at all in B, which is achieved by his boombot, technically. I wouldn't say it's too much control, but you know. Shit, I'm gonna have to watch REQ versus Team Secret. Okay. So now C9 are doing a late A hit, which is not great for C9, gonna be honest, because you're just pushing into, you know. Here's what I think for C9 at least. I think that they, like Runi's, I think he dies here. I don't think, yeah, he just dies. Here's what I think about this, right? I think they just stalled a bit too long. Like, they have a minute here, right? They have a minute. A full minute. Then, if you look, they go for this push here, but they should have heard they know Viper's on B. So obviously the rest of the Viper setup would also be on B. So I think they either forgot some information or just misplayed it. Which is why, you know, that was a big misplay. So Cloud9, obviously take a timeout. And they do have money going into this round. Somehow. King's been playing a crazy game, though. His lurks are on point, which is weird because you have Calm on your team. The quote-unquote lurker guy. I don't know. He gets a scan off, which is not too bad. Good job, Runi. Congrats. You got a scan. So it takes shields off Mizzino, which is nice. But, good. This is why we need KJ. This is why you need KJ on this map. Look at this. They're already pushed up here. You have to have Aspas holding it. They just take it off, but like, Aspas isn't holding this. So they are lurking into their spawn. This is why you need KJ on this map. So this is the main reason why I think Leviathan lost is look at this. Like, look. So, round starts, correct? They make some presence A, which makes Tex jump the gun. I would say completely. They're like, uh-oh, they're pushing A. And this Viper gets scared, because it goes silent. They go quiet here, which makes Tex jump the gun, you know? Basically, he puts his wall up and they go complete silent. And then, this Viper's like, uh-oh, they could be going B. We have to push back in B quick. Even pings it here, which is just not info, but you know. And look, they quickly push into their spawn. And at this point, it's already over. I think Leviathan just goes shoot this run, though. This is a great first pick. And damage on Tex. Yeah, like, look at that lurk play, dude. I think King just pops off, though. Low-key. Yeah. I wouldn't. I don't know if we got info on King this round, but you know, swing like there's gonna be four people there. But it was also a crazy shot from him, so I don't know. King's been having a crazy game. Well, he did. So let's see why Runi is signed. So he decides to use the recon for the push out, which is fair. I would have maybe also done that. But, yep, I shot heaven, did not pay attention. King wins this, I remember this. Yeah. Rooney's low and now blind. Yeah. Okay. King outplayed. That's all I can really say there. You really outplayed him. Which is why Leviton should be a good team. Because King does the outplay, and then everyone's like, woo, let's go. You know? That's what should be happening at least. Okay. So, Tex is gonna slow main mid, which I did. I don't know. Walls off mid, which is smart, and throws a slow. Swings out, does not get anything. Interesting. Okay. Damn it. Now the round's interesting. Let me check something real quick. It's there. Ooh, Tex just actually played that well. Dang. He dodged the Sovidart scan, because if he didn't dodge the scan, he would get spammed out by people in main. Now it's a 2v3. I mean 3v2. Matters who you're cheering for. I think this is... Like, Asmus didn't... I'm gonna be honest. Asmus played well this game just because of his OT performance. Like, he gets damage on the people main. Shoots the dart. Dodges shocks. I think Runi should have put the shocks on the bomb, but also that's a weird ass plant spot. So yeah, I mean they had to take the swing, but this was also misplayed by Cloud9 a lot. Wait, wait, like this double swing timing was just poor by Runi and Moose. Like yeah, you let him take ones, but you what? Leviathan, dude, what are you doing? Why would you... Okay, you tap... Okay, here's what should be done. You either tap, and then both of you swing out. A. B. You got 2 kills. You know where the third guy is. B. One tap, one holds. Holds, not swings, holds. You do not single tap and then swing the guy. That's holding. Obviously holding where... Okay, whatever. Let's see this next round. Okay, C9 are doing a quick mid push. Interesting. How does this fall apart? Oh, just let... Oh my god. Okay. Did it get the most value? Not particularly. But god damn. This was just won by C9 swinging out of smokes like a madman. Now you have the 3 best players this game, and you can't 1v3. Yeah, that's rough. Well played by Love, though. They took risks, they didn't have the fullest buy, and it just worked out perfectly for them. Now it gets interesting. So first of all, C9 are locked down on A. You are not getting into A. But they're opting for a mid split on A, which is, I would say, the only way you can really kill this setup. So now it depends on how Moose plays this. They decide to wall it off, but like all of his sage holes have just gotten broken from what I've noticed. They go for a flash play and they get nothing. Oh Jesus. Moose plays up top, gets nothing. Does Runi have any impact? I mean, a shock dart that did damage. But yeah, now you have Aspas holding you. You can't really do anything about this. Moose had to get a kill there, honestly. He just couldn't. Okay, Oxy did Oxy things. But Aspas is doing Aspas things. God damn, what a nice shot, though. Nice shots from Runi. But Aspas did the Aspas thing, which is kill people. This is why people say he played good this game, which I don't know how to feel about. I don't know if he played well this game, because he had such a mid. Look at these shots, though. Damn. Stunting on him. The thing is, I don't know if Aspas played well this game, because I don't think so, honestly. He got 35, and it's like, oh, you can't. He got 35. You can't really, But I don't know, genuinely. Like, he didn't play the greatest starting. He had a really slow start. Then he just drops like 7 4Ks in OT. Which makes you, I don't know if that makes you clutch or not. But it looks like Com's going for Odin. Let's see if his Odin games plays any good. He doesn't shoot a bullet. Okay. Interesting. Okay. They're gonna do an entry type play. Okay. This guy's Odin gameplay is not inspirational. But they gotta play this chill because, Lev's on match point. And they're slowly hitting B. This is a good mid-run play from Vanity to just put some pressure on A. Of course, it looks like there's just one guy doing all this shit. One thing I don't like about this is now you have 7 bullets. Which, pros, they hit 1 taps, but 7 bullets? That's difficult. Oh yeah, I forgot about this, where King doesn't kill someone for the rest of OT. So, is this just an Oxy go kill moment? Let me see. Oxy pushes in, kills one from behind, and then kills another guy. Yep, Oxy go kill. But solid take, I would say. They wait till their util recharges. They use the dart, doesn't scan anything. They slowly push in, crunch on the B site, get a 2-for-1, 3-for-1 favorable trade. Blah 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 blah. They hit the shots, they get the trades, they win. Next round, C9 is on defense. Moose is going for a setup. This is the standard setup for most KJ players that I see. Deciding to Odin mid. Gets the slightest bit of damage. Oh yeah, this is when Oxy decides to push a Molly and Op into OT. Which is a madman play, but you know what? Moose is currently reading them very well. Oxy, oh yeah, great push by him. Oxy did carry this game a bit. I'd say he played better than Aspas, and not because of his like ACS or anything, or his rating is like 0.001 higher. It's just I think he played better. Nice shot from Runi. Vanity misplayed that, but so did King. I can't remember who wins this. I think it's Lev. No, this one. It has to be C9. Like, this is well played from them because they just group up and they don't like let anyone overextend. And I'm gonna be honest, I can see why you signed Rooney and Moose. I think they both are decent players. I think that while they may have some flaws, I think Rooney's really good with timings, and I think Moose has decent setups and everything all around. Now that I've come to the conclusion that they are better pickups than Jake and Whippy, which isn't too hard, but you know. Now we're gonna see if Oswas played well. Because he gets 11 more kills in this OT. So let's see if he's playing well. All eyes on you, buddy. Good luck. Because here's the thing, I think Oswas is a great shooter, but I think he's like EA, where he's great at shooting and all that, but he doesn't have like the greatest fundamentals. Well, not fundamentals, but like util usage and placement and all the other important stuff in Valorant. Which is why, you know, dropping 35 doesn't lead to your team winning. But you also had another guy that dropped 35, so I don't know. How'd Ospouse get that assist? Where does his nade go here? I genuinely don't know. Does Oxy get hit at less? Okay, he just throws the nade towards the wall, which is breaking, which is decently smart. It's blinded here. Okay. So now he's suspecting that someone's in the smoke, which is fair. Jesus Christ. Like, crazy round by Osphos again. First Razel's good. I mean, not as good as like Zekin or Jing. Or Texture. Or even Jojimo. So, I don't know. Who's that guy? Calm. He played well enough to notice that there's gonna be spam and didn't, you know, sit in front of it, which is nice. But it looks like Lev are heading back B. Let's see what Asmus does. And I play Raze, so I know what he's really up to. Okay. Okay. Let's see who's in the wrong here. Is it Aspas? Okay, what I could say is that it's a comms issue, but I don't think it is. I think that's an Aspas misplay right there. God damn, Oxy also wants to misplay this to his best, fullest potential. And he almost tracked someone through a wall, so you know what? Maybe he's just the GOAT. I think that was a mixture of a comms issue and an Ospas issue, though. Because he was busy throwing his nades towards, where is it called? I don't know, the door area. But then, you know, the flash was supposed to, you know, for him to leave. Like, satchel forward. So what you should do is place the satchel, because you're in VCT, you're obviously calming, like, I'm gonna flash here. So you place the satchel, then while you're throwing your nade, pull it, okay. Satchel thrown on the ground, pull out nade. While you're throwing your nade, activate the satchel, your gun will be out by the time you hit the ground. That's just optimization right there. Or, if you aren't good enough to do that, play Jet. But Osmos gets set up pretty well. I mean, you just shoot through the smoke, but you know. Even if that wasn't gonna happen, he was gonna walk out. I think. Okay, he swings, gets kill. Osmos go kill. He played well enough, even though Calm carried that round. He wasn't needed there, which is what happens when someone doesn't go to your site. They're also always playing for the showstopper, which is interesting. I don't know. Uh, I guess it is the most round-winning ult on your team. King spots out some people. But what I'm looking at right now is Moose has a beautiful microwave set up towards B. Rooney's already rotating. He gets the vibe. I think C9 are going to win this round. And Tex does this dumbass wall. He's going to get one tapped again. Jesus Christ. Vanity hits that. She... Beautiful blind. They are both absolutely flabbergasted. They hide. Aspis gets a kill somehow. And it's a 2v4. And it's a 1v4. I'm not gonna say, no matter how good you are, you can't win 1v4s, because people have obviously done it. Q Forsaken Ace 1v5. He doesn't know the shot. I mean, this was not even a great play by anyone. They read it correctly, and Lev and Tex sucks. So does Com. Even though that was a nice shot by them. I will give them that. More positive than negative here. So now Leviathan, bring this round back. Let's see who really contributes here. Okay. So they decide to do a, I would say, pretty standard A hit. Except they have two people working up mid, which is what you should be doing when they don't have a KJ. Who would play KJ on? I mean, anyone can play KJ. It's more simple. Maybe Mizzino? I really don't know their roles. Mizzino or Tex. Get Tex off stage. Nice shot though. 1-for-1 trade. Let's see what Ospas is doing. Holding mid. Cool. Let's see this retake. Okay. Here we go. Let's see this nade usage. I'm so interested, actually. How do you use your nade? Please tell me. Does he right hand? What? What it looks like to me is that he overhand throws it to this side of the box. I don't like that, personally. But he hits shots. That's why you send him. Nice shot from Tex there. So now, this is where C9 pulls away and wins it. But Aspas gets 3 kills, so... We're gonna figure out why Cloud9 wins these 2 rounds and why Aspas, does his thing. So they're currently playing they start off with heavy A pressure. Of course, I don't know why. I don't know. Okay, how do they throw this now? Oh, Auspice isn't clears corner? Oh my god, that's not even his fault. Zeba gets 2, Auspice starts whiffing, getting nervous. Happens. Now it's Runi and Moose versus Auspice and Com, which are supposed to be the 2 best players on the team, but, Let's see what he does with his Razel. I mean, he's using it correctly enough. Yeah. That's the best it can be used. So Com's trying to, timing this. Auspice gets 3rd kill. But they somehow win this round, so, I guess Rooney's the GOAT? Seems about right. I mean, well played from Rooney. He hit the shots. That's all I can say, really. Okay, final round. C9 RN. Mizzino dies. We got it. We're panicking a bit. Beautiful from Runi. Oh, Oxy hit the shot, but it was a great scan. Is it a dart? Yeah. No, oh, it's a drone. Still, beautiful scan. Zeppa cleans it up. And that's history, baby. It's 2v2. Not over. 3v2. Moose playing basic KJ, you know. Tries to molly him off bomb. Moose 1v1 against Calm. Calm played that atrociously. Jesus Christ. I mean, this was sure, it was a well played by Moose, but also, what is Calm doing? You pop your ult out in the open. Okay, get over here. You pop your ult out in the open, right? You pop this ult. This little area here is where you're safe, behind the smoke. Instead, you decide to run into a KJ Molly, get down to 10 HP, and then it's halved. You don't need to start sticking just yet. Start sticking when Moose can see you. God, that was poor played by him. Jesus Christ. But here are the stats for the game. Aspas played well, but Oxy played better. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. I think that Lev didn't play too poorly, even though I ragged on them a lot this video. I think they didn't play too poorly, overall at least. But there are very big issues with this team. Their communication is off. In that thing where it was like Aspas not going into the flash correctly, many bad flanks. Like, if they were hitting less shots, I don't think this goes to OT. 2. Two. Calm. Calm, I don't know what happened to him, because he's a major winner, champions winner, all that BS. Calm did not play well this game. At all. Especially this map. But like, you got first bloods, but you shouldn't be getting first bloods. Shouldn't be getting first bloods, man. It was a great outing for Runi. Runi played well. Moose played decently. And at least he played well enough to, like, show that he belongs on this team. Alphas played pretty well, I would say. I think his flexibility is, at least I would say, a bit poor. I don't know. In the end, I think there are a few things still wrong with Leviathan for them to be taking any major wins, like against Sentinels. Sentinels, Loud, Energy. Let me look at the other teams. I think currently Leviathan are worse than I expected. I think they're like a 100 Thieves level team right now. That's not saying much, because 100 Thieves got fucked against Sen. I genuinely think Sentinels would be the first seed right now, and it wouldn't be close. Like, I don't think 100 Thieves takes 16 rounds if Cryo was not farming. But I think the most important game happens tomorrow. Crew versus Furia. That's going to be interesting. I may have to modify... I may have to modify my pick'ems next week. We'll see. But that is the end of this small little expose/rant that I was going on. I'm very appreciative if you watched to the end. That would be crazy. But I will see you all when I talk about VCT again, which will be in maybe tomorrow, but I'm thinking in maybe the day after. Because I'm gonna modify my pick'ems for week 2 and give a tier list and all that. So, aside, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.